And we're back with Season 2 of the Fine Finish podcast. Well, since we had such a good reception with the first 10 episodes, we thought we'd keep this thing going. The podcast hasn't shot through the roof, but there's enough of you out there listening each week and subscribe to our channel that it feels like a no-brainer. Thanks again to those of you who stuck around. If you like what we're doing and want to help out, all we ask is that you follow our channel and share the podcast wherever you can. Today is a short episode. We decided to catch you up on what's been happening since our last episode and let you know where we're headed with everything else. Thanks again for listening to the Fine Finish podcast. Let's get started.
I go hard in the paint. 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 I go hard in the paint.
All right. Let's get going. All right. Welcome back again to the Fine Finish podcast.
Season 2.
Yep, Season 2. My name is Matt.
I'm Lewis.
This is Lewis, as always. Yeah, man. So it's been a little bit since we've done this. Probably more than 6 months, I would say.
It's been a while. I think
Yeah.
it was the summer when we stopped. I don't know.
Last
Can't
summer? No, I don't think
remember. I
so.
don't know. Maybe.
I think we put out
Well, we moved
end of last year.
We moved in January.
Yeah. So update on Fine Finish Supply. We moved locations. We were kind of downtown Humble, Texas. Now we're kind of down the highway a little bit at Rankin and 59 in Houston, Northeast Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Same operation as far as the store goes. We have a bigger showroom now, bigger area for operations, order fulfillment. But now we've added how many square feet in the back?
5,000.
5,000 square feet of, what are you calling it?
Shop space.
Shop space. The fantasy factory.
Yeah.
Whatever comes up. That's what's going on out there.
Yep. And storage.
And storage. Yeah. Overflow, everything.
Yeah.
What do you got? What's going on out there right now?
Well, so we started up finishing again. So right now we've got 2 projects. We've got a restaurant, some millwork for that, and then it's a government project for a courthouse that they're finishing. So we brought 2 of my old finishers that used to work for us, Jose and Julio. We brought them back on. It just kind of worked out to where they both needed a job, and we had some opportunity in front of us to take on some finishing work. So it seems like everything just kind of fell into place real nice, and yeah, that's where we're at.
Yeah. I mean, both of those they're really good guys. Jose seems like he knows what he's doing most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, it looks promising that, steering away from more residential into more commercial type jobs. And we'll talk about that on future episodes. But what are your short-term, long-term goals for out there?
Well, I mean, I think the finishing part of it is going to definitely continue for at least the next few years. There's been a lot of opportunity with architectural millwork finishing. There was really only a handful of people in the city that were doing it, and I should say doing it well, or actually know how to do that type of work. One of them is going to retire soon. He's at that age, and the other one, there's so much work out there, they just can't handle the volume. So, I mean, I think it's a great opportunity. Me personally, I've kind of said from the beginning, I definitely don't want to be hands-on, which is why we have Jose and Julio. Jose knows what he's doing, and Julio's been around long enough that him and Jose work super well together. And
Yeah. Or Julio just does what he wants.
Sometimes.
Right?
Yeah, sometimes.
He knows best.
Yeah, he knows best. But yeah, man, I mean, I think we'll just kind of see where it goes. I definitely am trying to keep it as profitable as possible. You know, there's been conversations about equipment and different things, but at the end of the day, I think that's going to take away from, you know, profitability and things like that. So
yeah, for sure. And I mean, the warehouse or the shop, you have a full spray booth. What's the size of the spray booth?
It's a 16-foot open face, oversized, so it's 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's nice.
And it works for, you know, taking on millwork jobs, but it also can double as a demo area, class area.
Absolutely.
We can have anybody come in the shop. We can run them right out there, turn on the spray booth, show them any of the products we have.
Yep.
The other thing I was going to say was the
well, that's worked well, though, you know, kind of speaking on that. Like just yesterday, we had a guy come in and needed a spray stain match.
Yeah.
Hadn't used our product before. Kind of the same story we hear a lot from actual finishers. You know, they're used to using lacquers, you know, and some of them, like, surprisingly, we still see a lot of people using lacquer, which is a very old technology, but still being used. So it's awesome because they're doing stain work out there. We can run them out, show them, you know, what they're doing. They can actually put their hands on finished product because, you know, it's difficult sometimes to convince people that water is as good as it is now. So you know, it's good. It's really good. Mm-hmm. Classes are a lot easier to manage now with that much space.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
and we're exploring renting out the space.
At one point,
yeah. And I mean, maybe in the future, that's something that can happen where, you know, if you know what I'm saying,
like a day rate or something.
Yeah, a day rate, weekly rate, where you know, it's kind of tough when we have a project in here and somebody else wants to bring something in, but you know, then maybe in the future we can figure that out, however the setup's going to be. So there's definitely some work to be done out there, but yeah. So So what else is going on, man? Anything else in your world?
Just busy. I mean, the store's been busy. You know, seems like the change of locations helped us. Now we have a actual storefront.
We're on the the feeder road of the highway. Yeah,
Yep.
we have some exposure there. So
you know, just busy.
Yeah.
Painting cars sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, we do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So, but it's all good. You know, with the increase in sales in the store, you know, it increases me talking to people about projects they're doing and jobs they're doing. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I know. And if whoever's listening, if they're not familiar with it, we primarily sell Renner
wood coatings.
Renner wood coatings.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 99% of what we have here as far as wood coatings goes. And just recently, one of our, I don't want to say competitor, maybe, you know, business friends, they stopped selling it.
Yeah.
And that helped us increase our sales. And I guess it doesn't matter if we say who it is. Timberlane.
Yeah.
And
we're friends.
Yeah, we're friends with them.
We're friends with them and stuff. And we wish them well in their new venture, maybe even have them on one day.
What about any plans going forward that you have in mind for the store, for
I mean, we're always, you know, kind of looking at and testing, I guess, to an extent of bringing different stuff in. I think now it's been brought up more about carrying solvents, you know, so we've been exploring options outside of Renner for solvents. And we even brought in that automotive tinting bank so that we could make automotive colors. I think kind of organically, you know, with me being on the TV show, which is 100% automotive.
And that's Texas Metal on Motor Trend channel. Yeah.
We get, you know, people come to me and a lot of times they just assume we sell automotive coatings. And I mean, we even get walk-ins, you know.
Well, yeah. And plus it doesn't help that we have auto body shops right behind us. So everybody's stopping in. Are y'all auto body? Like, nah, well,
And we always have hot rods and
Yeah.
low riders in the parking lot and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like our old joke. What do y'all do?
Yeah, what do you do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you want us to do.
Whatever you want us
Yeah,
to
as long as you got money, just we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. If there's an opportunity.
Yeah. What about for the podcast? What do you any thoughts about the future of this and where we can?
Yeah, and I mean, we took a long break, right? And I mean, just to kind of see what the response was, and I think it's really difficult when we try to stick only to one topic, right? And I mean, we have countless people that we could interview. My goal always has been to kind of highlight the everyday person that nobody really knows about. We've talked about that last season. You know, people get so trapped in this social media influencer world, and it's, to me, I see so many people that are running amazing businesses that don't even have social media. So, you know, bring to light that and what their day-to-day looks like. We've talked about, you know, bringing some guys in that are in the automotive industry as well. It's relatable, right? And to a certain extent, but I think business is business no matter what it is.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, we do need to expand our topics a little bit. I think last season we talked about having in some manufacturers, you know, Surf Prep or Renner or whatever. That none of that really came about. It's hard. It's hard to schedule, especially the top dogs at those companies, to come over and figure this out. You know, so usually it's when they're in town. Hey, grab them real quick and let's record this. You know,
or try to. We don't even get the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it doesn't happen. But I know we said John in July.
John Durock with Apollo. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah. I think. It's good to have those manufacturers on, but you know, some of our more popular episodes last season were just finishers.
Yeah,
you know, man in a
telling
van,
their
like you
story.
talked about, just coming in and telling their story. You know, and you know, whoever's listening, if you think, hey, you know, I got a story I want to tell, or you know of somebody, or you have a topic you think would be great to talk about. You know, there's a few ways you can get a hold of us. You can, I mean, I'll put my email out there. You can email me directly. That's matt@hassosales.com, matt@jasso sales.com. You can hit us up on Facebook, Messengers, Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, you know, there's many ways to get a hold of us. Come to the store if you want.
Yeah,
and you know, we can figure something out. So, we're always looking for something new to talk about and just get somebody's word out there. So
I think next episode we say we'll do kind of a relatable topic to what we're doing out here. Title will be, Are You Actually a Finisher? Right? This is the Fine Finish podcast. And not to, you know, poke at anybody, and, you know, if this sounds like it may be you, maybe check out the episode. And it's not to say anything bad, but more to let people know what options are out there for them, because it seems like everybody has gotten kind of stuck in this painting cabinets routine, and we've seen over the last few years just the massive number of companies that are calling themselves finishers. In reality, I doubt that a majority of them could actually do finishing work. So, you know, it'll be a cool topic to talk about, and maybe we'll even have a guest on or something and see what happens.
Yeah. So when you ask that question, when you pose that question, are you a finisher? You're not trying to tell somebody they're not a finisher.
No, of course not. No, I mean, it's our business model, right? We take painters and introduce them to products that are used in the finishing world, right? So, I mean, it's worked extremely well for us, and it's more to help people understand, you know, there is so much more out there than just painting cabinets a solid color. But the skill set required, and we've seen that so much the last year. I mean, the amount of stain work and stain in general that we're selling and talking about, it's way more than when we first started the business.
Yeah. You have anything else we want to talk about before we
no, I mean,
move to episode 2?
No, like you said, man, just hit us up with topics and comments, how we can make it better. And, we're always trying to give a two-sided perspective, from a contractor's perspective and a supplier's perspective. So we're all ears.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well then let's just end it here, I think.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
So we're gonna have another few episodes this season. We'll call it maybe 10 or 12 like we did last time.
Yep.
So be looking for it. We try to put them out every Monday last time. We'll try for that this time. It might not happen. There's just so much more going on over here. So it'll be weekly. Maybe not the same day every week, but we'll definitely try to get them out weekly. But yeah, hit us up if you have anything. Let us know. And thanks for listening.
Yep. Later.
The Fine Finish Podcast was created and hosted by Louis Hasso and produced and co-hosted by Matt Looney. Our theme music is by Kirk Wellness on SoundCloud. Fine Finish Supply is a stocking distributor of Renner Wood Coatings, Surf Prep Sanding, Apollo HVLP, and Tri-Tech Airless. To support this podcast, we ask that you share it with others by simply passing on the link, post it on your social media, or just tell everyone you know. For more information and to reach us, visit our website at www.finefinishsupply.com. You can also connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. If you have any questions or feedback, please feel free to reach out to us at 1-866-304-8640. Thanks for listening.